Hello, Rocky. Hello, Helios. Oh, and you're already too fighting. That's joy. Well, Rose is sorting out the dogs. Rhino, don't know where he is. And Timber, I don't know, probably coming home, still working or asleep. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, okay. Guess we just got a repeat of a cutscene from the flipping opening. It's complete chaos outside. Let's just say the Defiant Dragon supporters' demonstration for Jerk's freedom have taken a very special interest in the outcome of today's trial. But look
Boy,
about.
have they.
Whoosh.
You just missed a Black Lives Matter riot just happened, even though it was more peaceful than the average
Jack
BLM.
Lives Matters.
They look about ready to string us up if we lose. Trials here are pretty much like the ones back home, but with one major difference: the divination seance. Victims' final memories will become a matter of deliberation. I've heard about that, but they haven't stopped you from winning your cases here in Khura'in. True, but it wasn't easy. Still, the memories of the dead are simply another piece of evidence. There's always a way to deal with them if your client is truly innocent. Well, I know Jerk is innocent, but
I have one more big secret. Apollo, in court tomorrow, bro. You may find yourself faced with a truth that's difficult to accept. But I know you. And you can handle the truth no matter what it turns out to be. I know that because I believe in you. You're my son after all.
Jerk, what is that secret you're keeping? That sounds like.
Hey, AJ!
Hey, Applejack!
Here you go, like I promised.
Thanks, Stats. Wait, weren't you arrested by the police yesterday?
Yep, I spent the night in the slammer. I had a fine meal, a shower, even a bed. What more could I ask for?
That actually sounds way better than where we were staying.
Just remember, AJ, if Jerk's found guilty today, we're all probably found guilty under the Defense Culpability Act, too.
Yeah, no, you just said something to that effect.
And with that witch Garan wants to take advantage of today to crush our revolution once for all. The fate of the revolution and every Guaranese person rests in this trial. We're going on you, AJ.
We'll be fine. I'm going to win this one, you'll see. The trial will begin shortly, Apollo. Let's make our way into the courtroom. Right. Oh boy, so it's just gonna be me, Phoenix, facing against your Indian. This is gonna be wonderful. Wow, it's like two main characters on one stand.
Let the trial of Jerk Sahamadi begin.
I hope you're ready for this, because this is like we got to do 3 trials with this guy. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution is ready, Your Majesty.
So it's really come to down to this. Well, don't expect me to hold anything back now, Yuda.
This trial will examine both the murder of Justice Minister Inga Clarkle Crane
My God, that's like a mouthful.
and the assassination of the former queen, Amasagar Crane.
About that, Your Honor.
First, I believe we should address the murder of Minister Inga. With would that be acceptable, Prosecutor Sahamadi? Prosecutor Sahamadi? Yes, of course. Please proceed.
Maybe there could be a points where he breaks character with the accent. What's with him?
How then, unlike you, Prosecutor, is your mind elsewhere this day? Not at all, Your Majesty.
Are you really going to be able to go through with this, Nayuda?
Well, Prosecutor Sahamadi, I would be remiss if I failed to voice a concern of mine. I have heard mention that you are son of the accused, Dirk Sahamadi. You have heard true. Does that fact pose some sort of problem, Your Majesty? A father being prosecuted by his own son? Could no one possibly deliberate such a case without having personal feelings to intervene? Yes, without question. Can you realize how this, even if it was prosecution, they going into his own father, it's just... How can such a criminal be prosecuted in the first place?
Joke?
Fellow citizens, you would do well not to underestimate my son. He's not one to allow personal feelings to interfere with execution of duty. Isn't that right, man? I will not stop until my work here is done. See? So all you doubters just sit back down before you trip over your own stupidity. The accused will not take the stand without first being summoned! In any case, the prosecutor Sahamadi has no issues with this arrangement. Then let us commence the deliberations.
Wait, who said that? Oh my god! What are you doing here? One moment, if you would.
Your Eminence? Your Eminence, what brings you here?
What? Huh? What? What? Your Majesty, it appeared that Prosecutor Sahamadi does indeed have some reservations.
No, that's not true.
So it's a 2v2 now, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Did you truly believe you could deceive me, Nayuda Sahamadi? One should hold no reservations if one is to stand on these hollowed funerary grounds.
I have none yet.
No, it is clear we cannot leave this matter to you. We shall handle the prosecution of enemy of the crown, Jerk Sahamadi, personally. But remain by our side and bear witness to how a true prosecutor enforces the law. Excuse me, but is the Queen going to prosecute the case? Is that, kosher? There is no need for concern. Before we were crowned Queen, we served as a prosecutor.
Ain't that hell of a coincidence?
Really?
As a foreigner, your ignorance can be excused, but you know this. The prosecutor in charge of Queen Amaro's assassination case 23 years ago was none other than her emissus, Queen Garang Sitkar Karayan.
First, your Majesty, and now this. Why doesn't anyone ever tell me these things? I've heard she served as a Minister of Justice, but she was also a prosecutor? I'm guessing she probably moved up a ladder from prosecutor to Justice Minister. We prosecuted that case 23 years ago, but no verdict was ever rendered. We had one guilty verdict in every case until then, but no lawyer could stand up to us. Yeah, that's cheating.
So does everybody, apparently, before they meet Phoenix Wright's crew.
Yeah, like, oh shit, I've lost.
Oh, I'm at a loss for words.
Speaking of lost, where's Winston Payne again? Oh wait, no, it's not Winston Payne, it's someone else with Payne.
To think I would once more bear witness to her eminence of the work of the Hall of Justice.
But then again, isn't Wouldn't Winston Payne be alive still? He's probably in a care home now. He's probably traumatized with all the shit he had to go through. That Phoenix Wright has killed me! Our first trial in 23 years. No quarter shall be given to criminals. We shall prosecute them with all our might. Great. Brilliant. Joy. I can't believe we're going to be fighting... What the... Wow, she looks like final boss material from Dark Cloud. She looks like the evil queen.
Oh, what a magnificent sight! The queen saw for approaching days and get to see it once more.
I ain't gonna lie to you. They must have took some inspiration from Dark Cloud there. She looks like the Ice Queen, for goodness sake. What the... That's Queen Garen? Talk about an extreme makeover. Oh wow, isn't that a Resident Evil 5 reference? It's all coming back now. The feel of my own blood pumping through my veins. Woe to you, enemies of crying. For I shall see personally sliced dice. Okay. And grind you up into hog feed. I don't suppose I can ask her to roll back to her polite, pretty makeover personality. Notice, lawyer. Yes? Now that I stand as prosecutor, consider your defense bench as headman's scaffold. If you wish to leave any last words, I advise you to start thinking of them now. While you still have a head with which to think, that is. She's dead serious. Now, it is time for the divination seance. Rafa, come forth. Wow, she went from a woman to a Karen. And a scary one at that.
Your benevolence, thank you for gracing us with your presence. Your benevolence? I understand it may be difficult for you, but... May we proceed with the divination seance?
Yes, let us proceed.
Forgive me for asking, but are you feeling physically unwell? If so, I would advise you avoid any undue exertion. Your benevolence?
What's wrong? It's like her mind's out anywhere but here. Lots happened since yesterday. On top of the murder of her beloved father, she found out that she'd been planning a coup. And today she'd have to experience his death through his own eyes. Yeah, that would be enough to shake anyone up. Still, seems like she's worse off today than she was yesterday. Yeah, I don't remember her being this depressed. We must speak with our child. Child. It is a mother's duty to discipline her child with rope. I mean, after all. Now, if you would excuse us. Discipline? Coming from her, I don't like the sound of that at all. Ooh. Oh! Wait. Gran didn't do something to her, did she?
Your Eminence, about today's divination seance. As I understand it, the prosecution has yet to review its content. Is this deviation from protocol a part of your... This deviation from protocol a part of your plan?
Prosecutor Samadi, would you care to explain your actions?
Your Eminence, the accused was caught at the scene of the crime. Therefore, I deem no seance would be necessary for such a clear-cut case.
You and your bleeding heart. You seek to spare Rayford the trauma of witnessing her father's death. Is that why you have done this?
Not at all.
You are concerned for me, Prosecutor Samadi? That's oddly compassionate of him, of all things considered.
Your Eminence, Your Majesty, regardless of what is best for our benevolence, this case is blessed with the bounty of incontrovertible evidence. So I believe we could reach a swift verdict without devoting precious time to a seance. You have a point. Personally, I would like to spare benevolence of any undue misery. Experiencing the murder of a loved one is a burden no one should have to bear.
Prosecutor Samadi, Your Majesty, can this trial truly proceed without a definition seance? I can't blame her for not wanting to experience her father's murder firsthand.
Your Eminence, what are your feelings on the matter? Shall we have her benevolence return home for such much-needed rest? About to say, bitch, no.
We shall not. You fools spoil her with your feckless words of compassion. Wow, this is bitch of a woman, isn't she? Jesus. Listen well, Rafer. You have spoken time and time again about how grown up you are now. Yes, but... So let us see if the royal priestess has truly come into her own. Are you prepared to fulfill your duty and perform the divination seance as you should? Yes. That's better. See? Problem solved. Rose, stop starting a Discord voice chat.
Since fucking when?
Apparently PlayStation said so now. Poor Rafer. Is this really a good idea? I guess we'll see. Very well. Let us begin the divination seance. Nina, my robe. Yeah, about that. Oh! Looks like Nina's still missing. Where the fuck is she? Been a whole day already. Barbed head? Yes? You remove my robe. What? Why me?
Don't give up benevolence waiting now, Mr. Wright. Can't you see she's ready to begin?
Great. I've been reduced to loyal robe remover. Like she's grooming Mr. Wright to be Naya's replacement.
Oh, I hope there was an animation. Him just
Oh no, I would have freaking laughed.
Very well, your benevolence. Please start when you're ready. Just slides in.
Come, Rafer. You know what must be done. There's no turning back now. I know. Final memories of the deceased. Should be interesting. Oh, no. Here we go. Maybe one last time.
O Holy Mother, we hold this divination seance in your name. Let the eyes of everyone here be clear, and our ears be unstopped. O dance of devotion, guide the victim's soul to me, so that we may receive their final memories in the pool of souls.
Yep, we gotta
watch her do the dance. In an empty room now. Everyone's gone. Maybe they're hiding.
It's very scary.
Well, yeah, so especially when you got the indie music start playing.
I wonder how many people actually perform this dance. That's cosplayers.
I mean, shit, they probably have. I mean, for all we know, this probably was motion captured. I mean, if this was all done by hand, this would have been fucked. It killed someone. Oh god, what the fuck? I, I, oh my god, is she about to die or something? Oh. What the hell happened? We didn't even get to see a damn thing yet.
You benevolence! What's wrong?
This is unacceptable.
Bailiff, take your benevolence to the first aid station at once!
This is not good.
No, Eminence, do you have any idea why your benevolence collapsed so suddenly?
It seems she was not ready for what the deceased was to reveal. It overwhelmed her. Her inexperience and immaturity left her ill-prepared to face her father's death. And she said she could go through with it. How very disappointing. Wow, Jesus! What a dick of a mother, I swear. I know someone who's not winning Mother of the Year ever. I mean, of course Rafe is going to be overwhelmed. She's still just a child. It seems we have no choice but to move on to witness testimony. Your Majesty?
No, yes. Let us proceed.
Oh shit, sorry. I was looking at a chat and I thought you said the whole thing. Oh yes! Oh, it's Jerk. You didn't have to do all that grand looking animation of a reveal. I'm pretty sure we knew it was him.
Is this not the accused?
It is indeed. I thought I would give him the opportunity to plead his case. But true justice is more than a neutrality.
Unilateral.
Unilateral. I can't even say it right after time. Presentation of the facts by the prosecution. That seems oh my god! Uncharacteristically. I hate English. That seems uncharacteristic. How can I just say how uncharacter fair of her? How out of character for her. However, should the accused fail to produce convincing testimony, he, along with his capable of traitorous lawyers, shall immediately be found guilty, and their heads will roll from their shoulders. What? I should have known there was a catch.
Your court, your rules. Same as always was. I see, Garan.
Now then, Mr. Dukes Hamadi, if you would could enlighten us as to what happened.
Well, I would if I could.
You know what? She's gonna give me the same energy vibe from them fucking. Wow, I'm already forgetting names. Von Karma.
Yeah.
Like, she rules this court, and so did fucking Von Karma, really.
Jesus, Max going live this early.
Huh?
Oh, Max is live.
This
Just went
early?
live. Yeah.
Does he have a schedule?
He usually doesn't stream this early. He's playing golf with your friends.
Well, oh, golf with your friends.
Yeah, I thought he was going to do Kingdom Hearts.
Nah, too complex for him.
He's so far he's at the Alice in Wonderland world.
He's gonna get lost. That's when I got
Oh.
stuck on when I first played it. It was so fucking confusing. It just don't tell you where you need to go. Alright, your testimony.
Yeah. I mean, now Discord says the stream says it. No, I'll look at it later. I was struck by sudden dizziness the moment I entered the tomb. Next thing I knew, I was standing there with a bloody knife in my hand. And lying right in front of me was Inga, dead as a doornail. I have no recollection of what happened in the interim. But I didn't kill him. At least I don't think I did. I'd go against everything I believe in. Oh, that's saying he's not live. What the okay.
Discord be bullshitting with you.
Not just Discord, Twitch is the one notified me.
That's random. That didn't explain squat.
Let me double check.
For the record, let it be known that the accused's fingerprints were all over the murder weapon. And since he was caught in the act, there was no chance for a third party to tamper with it. I mean, there are times where Twitch actually notifies me someone went live and I'd never barely see them until like maybe 10 minutes later.
Oh, okay, there he goes again. Now he's back alive. That was weird. Anyways, yes, phone.
Well, that certainly seems to point the finger at you, Mr. Samadi.
Even as a lawyer, I have to agree with you there, Your Majesty.
Seriously, Jerk, this is no laughing matter. This is exactly what Graham wanted. To have Jerk tried to plead his case only to fail miserably. How low can she go?
How low can she go? How low can she go?
Prosecutor, behold this most unpleasant of spectacles and let it be etched into your soul. See how instead of accepting the inevitable, those fish-brained lawyers flounder and flop themselves straight into the abyss of despair. Rose. No, you just say
Yes,
the
Your
word.
Eminence, show me the way.
Show me the way.
Now then, would the defense please begin their cross-examination?
This is the way. Hey, Rose. Remember when Mandalorian had Jack Black and Lizzo?
Oh, yeah.
And they also had a... Is it Christopher Lloyd?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, Xehanort! He's been reduced to being a criminal. Nice. Do you recall anyone putting a knife in your hand, Jerk?
I wish I could say I did, but I don't remember a thing from before I came to. You think there might have been a third party in the tomb, son?
Yeah. Yeah, because if you didn't do it, then the real killer must have been there with you. Okay, say words.
You called, Your Eminence!
Does she go anywhere without those goons? Was there a third party in the tomb when you were securing it?
No, Your Eminence. We searched high and low, but found no one of the sort.
And there you have it. Oh, right, they did search the place. Furthermore, our guards had the entire tomb surrounded, so there was no way of anyone to escape.
That's right. No one got in or out without our knowledge. Except for one. The evidence on the site directives are absolutely flawless.
Oh. Do you see now? The presence of a third party is beyond the realm of possibility. The tomb is, for all intents and purposes, completely sealed off from the rest of the world.
What a waste of time. How could it be more obvious? Jerk must be the killer.
Thanks for nothing, gallery guy. And I know that was you, Goofy. As if our graves weren't already deep enough. Accused? What do you believe about the possible presence of a third party? She's gonna turn into a dragon when she loses, I guarantee it. God, it's gonna be freaking hectic the way she's gonna break out.
Well, based on the situation you presented, I'd say the chances are slim to none.
You didn't have to agree with her, jerk. Let the accused's statement be added to his testimony.
Very well, Mr. Sahamadi, if you would.
It's like the more we press, the thinner our case gets. Well, let's keep pressing. Maybe we'll work out with the wrinkles in it too. Let's not. Alright, fifth statement. Let's press on that one. A day's passed since the murder. Haven't you remembered anything in that time?
My memory is a complete blank. It's as if that part of my brain has been scooped right out.
How very convenient. But if you've no memory of the event, your guilt is without question. There is nothing more to debate.
You're forgetting one thing, Garan. I have no motive.
You lead a band of insurgents that seeks to overthrow the government. I would say that alone is a motive enough to slay our kingdom's Minister of Justice.
Objection! I've declared many countless times that I have lead bloodless revolution.
Funny that these two have like a line of when it's a objection.
I forbid violence and murder, even if some younger members may have thirst for blood.
A bloodless revolution. You don't really have a motive in that case. Is that an important statement? Yes, it is. That was an important statement. I'd like my client to add it to his testimony.
Very well then, the accused will please do as the defense has requested.
Okay. Jesus, how many statements have we put on? Jeez. We've got like 7 statements here. Okay, let's press on that one. Can you state that you didn't kill him more definitively?
How can I, when I have no memory of what happened?
Well, can you at least state whether or not you are a murderer?
That I can do. I am not a murderer, and I will never kill anyone no matter the circumstance.
And do you have any evidence to support your claim that you did not kill the minister?
Evidence? No. Can't say I do.
In that case, you will strike the statement, I didn't kill him, from your state testimony. Wait, you can't just discard testimony like that. I mean, I'm the one cross-examining the defendant and all. Hold your prattling tongue, foreign devil. I am the queen of this kingdom. Oh god. And the queen is the law. As such, I will not follow the laws that are in place. I can make and break them at will. You sound like your typical goddamn...
Then what's the point of the trial?
Exactly. Why can't you say, execute him?
Yeah. Henceforth, the accused will refrain from stating I didn't kill him.
What?
Sure, whatever. It's the grand show, after all. Same as always.
You sound like Democrats. What was it? What is it called? Rules for D, but not for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it goes. That's racist. All right. And oh, that's fine. All right. Possibility of a third party being there in the tomb is probably non-existent. Really? I don't think so. Because again, look at this. There's some like weird blood stain. Because it does not belong to the victim. So, objection! Who is it then? Your Eminence, I'm afraid this trial will not go exactly as you anticipated. Because I can show how there might have been a third party in that tomb. Oh, how very fascinating. Go on, I do so love a good fairy tale. We did a luminal test at the crime scene. We found a blood stain that didn't match the Justice Minister's blood. I'll remind you that neither Jerk nor Miss Faye were injured during the incident. The thing is, this blood stain we found had been wiped up by someone.
What's this? But who would have done such a thing?
That's the big question, isn't it? Who wiped up the blood and why? Thinking about it, wow, what is with me today? Thinking about it logically, I don't know why, I'm thinking about, where's in this stupid line? It must have been someone who wanted to conceal their presence at the scene of the crime. Oh? And to whom do you suppose the bloodstain might belong? The bloodstain belongs to the real killer, obviously. I don't know why they gave me the option, the victim, because we just stated it's not the victim. The bloodstain belongs to the real killer, of course. Whoever it was, they were probably shot while they were attacking Minister Inga. And since their blood would give them away, they had to wipe it up. I say this because we know for a fact that the Justice Minister fired his gun in the tomb. You have a memory of a flea. There was no way for anyone to hide. This too is a known fact. I didn't know fleas had memories, but objection. But a blood stain from a third party means there must have been someone hiding there. Do you know what? Actually, now that I think about it, speaking of memories, you know how I love my damn achievement hunting. The reason why I feel like I don't want to get Kingdom Hearts on Steam is because one, I have to replay Chain Memories for the third damn time, getting all the achievements on there. And you know how card collecting is on there. Two, yeah. Birth by sleep. Mysterious figure as terror. I am not going through that shit again. Fuck him. But the bloodstain from the third party means there must have been someone hiding there. Fucking hell, get off. Very well then, tell me this. Where was this third party hiding? Oh, the crime scene was thoroughly searched after it was discovered. So if there was a hiding place, it would have been somewhere on nowhere would dare look. Somewhere no one would dare look.
Let's have your answer, defense. Now, what kind of third party you could have hidden?
The sarcophagus, because the blood came from there. There's one place no one would search, not even a Queen's Royal Guard. And that would be... And plus, Amara's alive, so the tomb's empty. Inside Queen Amara's sarcophagus. Even now, it's locked up tight. No one would find you if you hid in there. But then again, the killer could be dead in there now. I'm told that its temperature controlled by preserve the mummy within. But if someone dressed warmly enough, they could withstand the cold for a short time.
This is sacrilege! Surely the perpetrator of such a foul deed would be cursed!
But that's just it. The killer knew everyone would be too scared to open the sarcophagus. True, the guards were so scared of being cursed they wouldn't even touch it. And when the coast was clear, the killer made a quick escape from within their frigid confines.
Well now, that does sound like a plausible method of evading capture.
The defense requests a DNA test on the bloodstain. And then we'll see just who the real killer is.
Such insolence!
Oh, pfft.
Satara!
We're just making up freaking splash text now, aren't we? Imagine a black prosecutor and he just says the N-word. Bow your head and kneel, lawyer. So your head may be parted from your shoulders. Huh? But the trial's not even over. Oh my god! Whoa! How soon you forget? You're already on the headman's scaffold. As such, I could order your beheading at any moment. Why are we doing this trial again? All I did was request a DNA test. There's no need to request such a test. Royal Guard, bring it forth now.
Here you are, Your Eminence!
The police have already identified the source of the blood stain. The DNA test revealed that the blood is of the traitor, Jerk Sarmadi. What? But Joe wasn't injured. So where did his blood come from? Maybe he coughed it up. Jerk's illness. Still, there was a lot of blood. Could he have been really coughed up that much? Did he wipe it up to hide his failing health? Jerk, is it really that bad?
Ah, shoot. Got me.
Oh, Jerk, come on, man. Pay attention, Horned Devil. But this case has already been solved. You claimed that this blood stain would lead us to a real killer, did you not? About that, did you or did you not make that claim of your own violation defense? Yes, I did. After she steered you in that direction, that is. Oh, I fell right into a trap. Do you see now the folly in the opposing the very embodiment of the law? Whatever you say or do shall come to no avail. A third party at the scene of the crime? It's beyond the realm of possibility. No!
Praise be, O Queen Grand! Your Eminence legal tactics are beyond compare!
I hate to say this, but she really got us good. The key to Amara's sarcophagus is under the protection of the royal family. My husband and I are the only ones who could open it. Therefore, it would be impossible for some knave to open it. Can I really discount the sarcophagus as a hiding place, though? What if the real killer is still in there?
Just chilling.
He's chilling. Yeah, well, he is. It's cold in there, Rose. No, that's just ridiculous. I believe we have rebels and synthesizers in the gallery today. It is to you I speak. Have you been listening, Jerk Sarmadi? The one who proclaimed a bloodless revolt? Has betrayed your cause by resorting to murder.
Look at me, to do some kind of mistake!
The Defiant Dragons and their synthesizers are starting to have doubts. So this is why Gran allowed us to cross-examine Jerk. By establishing his guilt in Inga's murder. She's effectively damaged his reputation among those who support him. True, but Now we have an even bigger problem. And now, filthy lawyers, you will honor your end of the bargain. Accept your guilty verdict of your failure to explain your client's actions. Oh. Fuck! Now I shall pass Huh?
Bro wasted a high potion.
Oh no. He's already failing. Now I shall pass judgment upon the criminal jerk Samadi. Carry on.
He was he's slowly figuring out how the flowers work.
Oh, the fucking flowers. He's gonna have to travel to Traverse Town to get some potions because he's gonna wait. I know he's gonna waste them.
Well, if he grinded in early game, he would have had plenty of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, don't eat it, please. Don't. He wasted a potion. Anyways, what's this? You shall pass judgment. But Your Eminence, isn't that not my role?
Hold your tongue. You are but a figurehead before me, the embodiment of law. Consider yourself dismissed. What the fuck? Oh, we're just gonna throw away the judge now? Oh, bye, Rose. Because you're going now. As Queen of Crane, I shall now pass judgment upon the accused. What the fuck? Shocked. What the fuck? What? Objection. Nah, bro, we ain't gonna let that slide. Wait. You didn't even give me a chance to rebut. No, when you are defeated, lawyer. Just this once, I am willing to show you the depths of my compassion. Tell me why I should allow these proceedings to continue. Come, convince me. Quick, Apollo. Even if you have to bluff, we got to keep this trial going. Show her that the crime could have been committed by a third party. Am I supposed to do that? Oh, why don't you start with, how about the timing of Inga's murder? What? This whole case is built on a single premise. That Inga was murdered after Jerk entered the tomb. What if that's not true? Like, if our assumptions are all wrong? It just might work.
Well, don't give us waiting defense.
Jerk became a prime suspect because it didn't seem probable that there was a third party at the scene of the crime. But there's another question we should ask ourselves at this time. Was Minister Inga really killed after Jerk entered the tomb?
That's the point of the Heartless, Mags. They always come in droves.
Yeah, they come. Yeah, they don't care about numbers. They'll fucking fight you, whatever. You wait till he fights nobodies.
Oh yeah.
What nonsense is this? Setting aside. Oh, when he's playing Kingdom Hearts 2, he's gonna. Oh man, he's not gonna use reflect at all. Setting aside the assumptions that the murder occurred. You wait till he fights the fucking data bosses if he dares do them. Occurred after Jerk arrived on the scene. Oh, in fact, no, fuck it. Imagine him fighting the Phantom.
No way. He's not going to do that.
Opens up the possibility of a third party committing the crime. The question before us is, when was Minister Inga really killed? Well, that would be before he entered the tomb. Isn't it possible that before Jerk even set foot in the tomb, Minister Inga was already dead?
That would certainly make the possibility of a third party more plausible. Well, of course. I fell unconscious right after I entered the tomb. Even if I hadn't, I wouldn't have had a clear line of sight of his body from the entrance.
Off with her head like the Queen of France.
Which means...
You wouldn't have noticed his body either way. This scenario is entirely possible. And so we can't rule out the possibility of a third person committing the crime.
I see. Well, that certainly does make sense.
So far, so good. This might actually work. Very well. I shall play along with whatever little game you have knocking around in that little tiny mind. I was starting to get quite bored of all this. I could deal with a distraction. Yes. Let's hear some testimony that will shed light on when exactly the minister was slain. Jesus Christ! Is that her own gavel? The book? Bailiff, summon Rafer. Surely she has recovered by now.
But what about me? Don't I serve a purpose anymore?
God, this poor judge. Maybe this judge is the Sultan from Aladdin.
I hope you're feeling better, your benevolence.
I must I perform the divination seance?
What? No, you may require testimony this time.
How could my testimony be of any value?
Your benevolence?
Mrs. Rafer seems awfully depressed. After what she's been through, summoning her again is like rubbing a salt in the wound. Being unable to perform the seance is probably the last straw. I hope she doesn't pass out again. Excuse somebody. May I ask you something?
Of course, your benevolence.
I've been meaning to ask you this since yesterday. Did you know about Queen Amara? And about me?
From where did you hear such a thing?
From Mother. And only yesterday. Rafer was carrying on about telling the truth to the people. So I told her that what the truth really was. But it is up to a mother to discipline her child.
I see. Be as it may, your benevolence, it has no bearing upon our trial here today. There is no need to let it trouble you. Let it go and move on.
I know fucking... What's her name? I'm forgetting names now.
I'm bad with names too, don't worry.
Who's the one that sang Let It Go? I've literally forgot the woman's name on Frozen.
Elsa.
Elsa, that's it. Yeah, Elsa just comes bashes through the door and starts singing and freezes up the whole fucking courtroom. Hey,
Elsa,
dragon!
hi, dragon!
You just missed a dragon. Well, in fact, now you're gonna see her in a minute. Grant told Rafer about something other than Amara's status. Sounds like it, but what could it be? Here you go. This is remember the queen? Yeah, this is her now. She's turned evil.
Right.
Rafer, the defense has proposed something preposterous. They somehow think your father was already dead when Jerk entered the tomb. Yeah, this is the queen, by the way, Timbo. She's this. She's a final. Well, she's a boss character from Dark Cloud, the way she looks. I didn't think you were lonely with a dragon. Yesterday I was in a chat with friends. Oh, okay. Well, I believe you can prove them wrong. Are you prepared to do what is required of you? And she fainted. Yes, I'm ready to testify.
Very well then, your benevolence. Your testimony, if you please.
On the day of the murder, I was gazing up on the courtyard from my second floor veranda. Around 2:30 p.m., I saw my father heading for Amara's tomb. Then at about 2:45, I saw Barbed Head and company enter the courtyard. I saw no one go in or out of the tomb after my father entered at about 2:30. Your second floor veranda? What's up, Rose? Is he fucking up? Oh.
I was just blowing something.
Oh, she must be talking about that house from Inga's private residence. So that's the location from which you saw your father? And at about 2:30? Yes, and shortly after that, you people arrived at the royal residence.
So, after the minister entered Amara's tomb around 2:30, no one went in or out of there until the murder was discovered.
The tomb is closed to outsiders, so no one could have snuck in before the murder. That rules out any possibility of a third party lying in wait to slay my poor husband. Or so she'd like us to believe. Now hear me, you useless lawyer. Cease this charade and bow before me. Charade or whatever. For I, Queen Garan, shall finally have your head.
Depending on context, but I can see her easily saying charade.
Forgive me, Your Eminence, but first, let us allow the defense to question a witness.
Someone in the group's a fan of this. Why don't you send him here? Forgive me. Oh, yeah. We honestly need more people in my streams. Get some new faces, some new laughs. Some new
people to dick with. I mean, what?
Team B. Bad ball.
No.
Okay, let's press her on that one. Did your father seem Did your father seem different or troubled in any way? Let me think. Oh, there was one unusual thing. There was? Yes, a shriek emanated from within my father's quarters. After which I witnessed him bolt outside. His countenance drained of his usual color. Countenance? Okay. He screamed and he was looking pale. What do you suppose happened? I know not. Perhaps he had a bad dream. Maybe it was a nightmare about being raked over the coals by the queen.
Ouch.
It seems our young lawyer here wishes to hasten his journey to the Twilight Realm. Sorry, that was rude of me.
Does the defense believe the witness?
She's not denying it, though.
I believe it is. I would like to witness. I'd like the witness to add it to her testimony. We're not going to see Midna, thanks. Okay. And what do you think what do you think he screamed? Was he surprised by someone who didn't belong there? Did anyone else come out? Anyone else come out? I didn't see anyone else. Just my father. That last statement was seriously lacking in conviction. Did I press her on this one? Be nice and leave it be. Press softly, press sharply. What the fuck? What?
Hit her with that. 28 stab wounds.
Aggressive.
Your benevolence. Let's have some details. The more the better. Details, you say? Yes. For example, are you sure you didn't see anyone in the royal residence before 2:30? Well, is that a yes or a no? Ah! Poor devil. I've been gazing upon the courtyard since 2 yesterday. Yet I saw none other than my father. Oh, if only I had stopped him then. I think you struck a nerve, or rather, obliterated one. Maybe I pressed a little too hard. Still, that last statement seemed a little off somehow. So you didn't see anyone else except your father in the courtyard after 2 p.m., huh? Please add that to your testimony, your benevolence.
Way to go, Rose. You scared her.
Good.
Asshole.
Good! I've been gazing upon the courtyard since 2, but my father was the only one I saw. Really? Because Albie was there.
Yeah.
Objection!
No, Rose, it's not no. Your benevolence. You're covering for someone, aren't you? Huh? I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry, Rafa, but you're not going to like this. Well, the thing is, I have a statement here that you might find interesting. It's from a witness who claims that around 2 p.m. his dog got loose and ran into the palace courtyard. That's when
Guilty
the little...
bastard.
Rose, leave the kid alone. He brought us some facts, and you're gonna just claim guilty on his ass?
Yes.
Rose! That's when the little fella stole this hat from someone. Ah! That's Nana's. I mean, nothing, never mind. You fool of a daughter. Oh, it seems the princess made a blunder. Bus. So let me get this straight. This is Nana's hat, which means she had to have been in the royal residence around 2. If so, then you had to see Nana sometime after 2 p.m. yesterday. Oh, no! Please, your benevolence, tell us what you really saw. It is as you say, Hornhead. I saw Nana, and I saw that dingbat dog steal her hat from her in front of my father's residence. I knew it. Why didn't you say so in the first place? Because well, my mama told me not to. What? Would you care to explain, your eminence? I requested she withhold said information, but there's no relevance to this case.
Objection!
It kind of is.
You don't get to decide. If you disagree, then prove it is relevant to the case at hand. Oh, I will. Your benevolence, please tell us everything you witnessed when you saw Nana. Oh, alright. When I saw that dingbat dog attack Nana, I ran to help. I raced from my second floor veranda and down into the courtyard. Wait, that means that while you were coming down, you took your eyes off from the courtyard. Yes, but only for a moment. This is crucial testimony. If you took your eyes off the courtyard, it means somebody else could have entered the tomb without you ever knowing. Ah! Your benevolence, are you sure no one else was there? Oh, yes. He's hiding something again. What about Nana? Were you able to help her? When I got down to the courtyard, Nana was... She was gone. Gone? Yes, and I never saw her again after that. Any idea what happened? That dingbat dog must have gobbled her up. I seriously doubt that. But how could Nana simply disappear while Rafe wasn't looking? Rafe must have known something. The only question is what? Well... Where did she disappear to? Do you have any idea where Nana disappeared to? What do you mean? Well, during the time you took your eyes off the courtyard, someone could have headed into the tomb. And it just so happens that Nana disappeared right at the moment. No. Wait a minute. Wait, you think Nana had something to do with that murder? I don't think we can rule it out. It sounds like something had kept Nana occupied since the early morning. Plus, she was seen right before the murder, and then it seemed to have vanished into thin air. Oh, you're right. And since she's Rafa's attendant, she could come and go as she pleased within the palace grounds. Would Rafa's attendant really be the killer? But that would mean... That's my father and now Nana? Those were the people I trusted most. How could this be?
Objection!
Do not heed their lies. Lawyers are a foul breed, quick to claim that a third party is to blame for a crime. Nana did not enter the tomb. That much is certain. How can you be so sure? When Nana's hat was stolen, that crazed curse spilled an urn full of water upon my husband's doorstep. Is that right? Is that not right, Rafa? Yes. Yes, it is. While that dingbat dog was tugging on Nana's hat, it tipped over the urn. The bottoms of her shoes have been soaked with water. And if she had truly headed into the tomb with wet shoes, she would have left shoe prints along the way. But only shoe prints to be found belong to my husband's Inga. Huh? Then... That's right. Nana never did go into the tomb that day. Instead, she entered my husband's private quarters. How do you know? It's quite simple. Shoe prints were discovered in Inga's private quarters. Shoe prints that belonged to Nana. Well, that's right. Edgeworth and I did see some shoe prints in there.
I wonder where we've seen that fucking hairspray before.
Yeah, I know, Bull. We discovered that before. Now, do you understand? Nana could not possibly have gone into the tomb. And that supposed third person at the crime scene is but a figment of your imagination. Ugh.
Oh, another glorious deduction! Oh, hell, the genius status of eminence, Queen Girl! Bow down before glory, witness lawyer!
They just simps. Do those guys fanboy any harder?
I'm gonna
really
lose
true?
my pants!
But is it really true? Did Nana not go into the tomb? Excuse me, but... Mr. Wright? Your benevolence, what time was it when that dog attacked Nana? I believe it was about 2:15 p.m. Let's see. Apollo, if Nana entered Inga's private quarters at around 2:15, and Inga came racing out around 2:30, pale-faced and screaming, then... Oh, I know what you're getting at. Yes, that might explain the scream.
Will the defense please share the theory regarding Justice Minister Inga's scream?
Certainly, Your Majesty. Minister Inga screamed because he saw a ghost. He had a bad dream. He was attacked by Nana. It must have been Nana.
He had to have been attacked.
Maybe he was attacked by Nana. This would make the Justice Minister's private quarters the real scene of the crime. Does your idiot... Does your...
Idiocy.
Alright, I knew it was that one. I had no idea. Does your idiocy know no bounds? The minister's body was found in the tomb. Or are you suggesting that the body was moved?
No.
I think the minister was
It
moved from his
just
private
magically
quarters.
got up and walked there.
I think the possibility... Oh, it would...
Well, technically,
Yeah.
wouldn't he have moved himself if he was running out screaming?
Yeah, so... I'd say there's no way that the body was moved. After all, there was an awful lot of blood in the tomb. I understand that the scream was in reaction to Nana's attack, but Inga died in the tomb. We need to explain how those two realities could coincide. How are we supposed to do that? Oh, maybe where he was stabbed and where he died were two completely different locations. What do you mean? It's just... Let's look at this as simply as possible. If the minister's body wasn't moved, he might have been stabbed by Nana in his private quarters, but then died in the tomb.
Yeah, because he was seeing, like, running away. So he is clearly alive.
Whoosh. I see. On one hand, that seems plausible, but on the other, it seems decidedly implausible.
Prosecutor Samadi, was it that fool hold on. Prosecutor Samadi, what is that fool babbling on about now? Is this a riddle from one of those fortune cookies Americans seem to so fond of?
Perhaps, but I believe he himself does not know what he means to say. In all likelihood, it was a broad attempt to confuse us. We should simply ignore him.
Objection!
Wasn't finished yet, so hold off on the analysis, would you? The autopsy report never stated that the minister's death was
Instantaneous.
instantaneous. So he could have conceivably moved from one place to another after being stabbed.
Oh my, sure.
Tell me, when did you get our autopsy report? That autopsy report is out of date. Actually, objection, dumbass. You're absolute before.
You bitch.
Did Gumfuck not tell you? Salary cutting noises.
Chill.
Oh, that fucking bit, man.
Are you suggesting that he ran all the way to the tomb with a knife sticking out of his back?
Well, well, yes, that is the gist of it.
Well, when you put it that way.
In short, Minister Ingo saw Nana with the knife. Let out a scream and then he turned his back to her to flee. I would laugh if he was running and you see Nana just scooting along. Just like she's on a fucking little wheelchair. Like she's a little scooter. Right, and that's when he was stabbed from behind.
Like a scooter, but it's like one of your chairlift speeds. So it's like very slow.
Well, Your Majesty, does my fury hold water?
Insolence!
How dare you
No, I'm
bore me
thinking
like
of like
this?
Jason or Michael Myers and like one of them little
Huh?
tiny scooters like 80 years
You're a
old kind of
humorless
shit.
moron, spewing an endless stream of amusing drivel. I wasn't trying to be funny, Your Eminence. Prosecutor, enlighten this ignorant clown in lawyer's clothing.
Your Eminence. Ha!
Oh, not again.
Always
Neither?
the forehead.
Your dull, sorrow-witted, putrid-minded warrior. Perhaps you won't be too stupid to notice that you have been stabbed in the back. But a normal person would not have noticed due to the excruciating pain.
Now, hold on.
Allow me to teach you the meaning of pain.
Asshole.
Please stop! No, that's a point. Normally, most people would notice a dagger in their back. Ow. I doubt someone could ignore pain like this.
Adrenaline is one hell of a drug.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug. Still, in this case, it's the word normally that should emphasize. Apollo, take another look at the court record. Right. It must be something that explains this. There's a reason Inga didn't feel any pain. And the defense will submit evidence proving just that.
Very well, please present your evidence. Why didn't Justice Minister Inga notice he had been stabbed?
Yeah, because painkillers, right? I mean, that has to be the case. Or maybe I'm just bluffing. Those are my father's painkiller
there he
shots.
is, that weird ass fucking genetic disorder where somebody literally can't feel pain.
No, he has back pain.
The defense will explain the significance of this evidence.
Rose, he's shit at playing Kingdom Hearts.
I know, but it's funny to send jokes this way.
Minister Ingas suffered from terrible back pain, so he often injected himself with these. We're told that one shot in the back would make all his pain go away. With this, it's easy to explain what happened. Don't tell me you didn't know about these, Your Eminence. You can't mean. Minister Inga was stabbed in his back, close to where he usually injected the painkiller. Therefore, there must be some strong-ass painkiller. Therefore, it's entirely possible that he hadn't noticed that he had been stabbed. But what?
Typically with
Oh shit, that was you.
your painkiller, it's like that. It would almost instantaneously numb the area.
I suppose.
Then, suggesting Justice Minister Inga really ran off with a knife protruding from his back.
I am, Your Majesty. So then, when I saw my father, he had a knife sticking out of him? I mean, with that cape of his, I couldn't see his back very well. Yes, the knife was there. It was just plunged in so deep you didn't notice it was under the cape. Therefore, when you saw your father, he was already, quote, dead.
He was already a dead man.
Murdered by
running.
Nana in his private quarters. Pull into the car!
Bless you? Question mark?
Gesundheit. Meet the bone, you gotta catch that bone, meet the bony bone, bony bone.
Holy Mother of Korean, are we dealing with the living dead here?
Kind of.
Well, technically, he wasn't dead yet. I know it's hard to believe, but this is a plausible sequence of events. And once Minister Inga arrived at the tomb, he could have removed the knife and dropped dead from the blood loss.
Because he
What?
removed the knife.
Nina killed my father? It must be some mistake. The defense would like to call Nana to the stand. Where? Where is she? We can't just call her to the stand. We don't even know where the fuck she is. You seek to drag an innocent old woman to the stand with no proof whatsoever? Well, there's no real proof, but... What a tangled web of expedient lies you weave.
Would you rather talk to a bird?
I can tell the fact from fiction. Well, what should I believe in now? I'm sorry, Rafa. What I've done is confuse you. But I have a sneaking suspicion that Nana's involved in this case one way or another. Just when I thought we'd blown this case wide open. There's no turning back now. You fool of a lawyer. I know why you're so desperate to prove the accused innocent. You do? Yes, because he faces public execution if proven guilty. As shall you, under the stipulations of the Defense Culpability Act. From the moment you accepted this case, you had no choice but to fight for your lives. No, the simple fact is I've always believed that jerk is innocent. Bah. Still you cling on to your pretense. Very well, I shall offer you a bargain. If you would admit that the accused is guilty right here, right now, I shall overlook your crime of abetting him, and you will not be subjected to execution. Is this some sort of joke? Far from it.
Apparently.
As Queen, I have the power to grant pardons, even to criminals like you. And with the wave of my hand, I can even reduce the severity of this sentence. Perhaps even for jerk. Should you be willing to cooperate? She wasn't kidding when she said that she's the law here. The law! Law! But to flaunt that power in our faces like that, it's just wrong.
Duh.
Forget all that has transpired in our kingdom, and return to your own country in peace. Well, will you abandon your defense for the accused and accept my generous offer? If I don't take this deal, I'll be executed along with Jerk if he's found guilty. What are you giving me such a fucking...
I don't even want to see the other ending. That is just fucked up. Like, what the fuck? Literally.
Why even give this option? I mean, obviously, you continue defense is the plausible way, but... I'll let my curiosity do it. I'm just go with it. Nice try, Gran. But it looks like you don't know what justice is made of. We won't... Okay. We won't kowtow to threats like that, Your Eminence. Mr. Wright, I'm sorry, but I can't back down now. I don't want to drag you into this, so... Don't worry, I'm with you, Apollo. The bitter end, if need be. And while I can't say I'm used to it, this isn't exactly my first rodeo. If I'm found guilty, you get the death penalty too. Even though that you still want to defend me? I don't know what happened in the past. Hey, you wasn't wearing that in the past! But it looks like everyone in this country considers lawyers to be liars. So I can understand if you don't believe me. But I still believe in you and your innocence. So all I have to do is keep believing and find the truth. That's all there is to it. So keep on fighting, Apollo. You have no objections from me. You nincompoops! You die if you lose this case! Why would you even entertain a notion of continuing?
I can't take that word seriously. I keep thinking of a cartoon.
Well, yeah, she is a child. You little furball. I believe that... What?
Like a child in the cartoon.
What's happened, Rose? What's he done now?
Oh no, I just hinted the suggestion of moving the rock.
Is he playing on controller?
Yeah.
Alright, because that's a sin if he's playing on goddamn keyboard. I believe that jerk is innocent. That's why. And besides, Charles exists to give the truth a chance to get out into the open. You can't give up just because you're afraid of some punishment. Even if that punishment is death? Does that not frighten you, Hornhead? You wouldn't be scared. I mean, just thinking about it makes me weak in the knees, to be honest. As a lawyer, I have a duty to protect my client. I can't just abandon that. A duty you're willing to die for? And yet, Duty. It's a heavy burden, alright. Rafa looks like she's really struggling. Your benevolence? As Crown Princess, you are destined to rule this kingdom one day. That means there will be many... Where is Maya, anyway? Oh, yeah, she's in hospital, isn't she? Never mind. Yeah, she's in hospital.
No, you know what? Maya's tied to the case. She's the one who stabbed
There will be
him.
many things that you alone must determine.
Somehow, Maya recovered.
Things like how to keep your people happy and what is true and what is false. Most importantly, what role you must play therein. It is funny because this game, it was like, this main marketing was about Maya's return. And then he shoved her in for the third case and never to be seen again. I'm like, bullshit. I wonder if I'm even up to the task. Do you know what? I better guarantee they're gonna like, yeah, Gumshoe's back in the next game. Oh, cool. Yeah, only on one case.
Not even one, just like one scene.
He's here to give you the weenies and that's it. But it's no surprise
one
considering
scene.
the torrent of the painful truths she had to face. I wonder if he's actually dating that chick.
It would not surprise me.
What was her name? Fucking
Aggie or something like that?
Maggie. Yeah, Maggie. I wonder if he's dating her. Because he did have a crush on her.
Well, yeah, that's the whole lore behind the weenies.
You're a weenie.
No.
I'm not a nobody. I'm a wiener. Rose, you're cute, but you're a nobody.
Lawyer, come back. I'm not a nobody. I'm a wiener. Very well then. If the defense is prepared to face the death sentence under the Defense Culpability Act, then I see no reason not to continue with the proceedings. But I must admit, I see no grounds for doubting the accused's guilt.
Unless the defense has further evidence that would indicate a different suspect? Do we have anything like that? Well, lawyer, do you have any new evidence you would care to present? Or shall I have the executioner start his preparations? If she thinks I can't do this, she's got another thing coming. First, I have some serious thinking to do. I say that new evidence indicating a different suspect. Well, it does not exist. Such evidence does not exist. Just as I thought. I was hoping you'd present meaningless evidence and allow me to claim your head. Glad I didn't walk first head into that one then. So what now, Apollo? Well, unless we can prove that Nana killed Inga, this trial's over, and so are we. Isn't there still a way to get the proof we need? Even without evidence? You know, a key means of obtaining testimony here in Korean? Huh? Wait, are you actually suggesting... It certainly won't be easy, but it's worth a try. Your Majesty, a crucial step in uncovering the truth behind this case is yet to be taken in this trial. But I'm positive that I can back up our claim with this one step. You mean you... Oh, shit.
You mean you will be able to prove that Naya killed Justice Minister Inga? But just how do you propose to do that?
With the help of a certain someone. Oh, I.
You need help?
From someone?
Well, I can't imagine who it could be.
Damn, he must be playing bad, huh?
Yeah, he's getting lost real quick.
I knew it. I told you he's gonna get lost in that damn place. Wonderland is such a shitty world, man. I hated it.
Anyway, but I suppose I must ask. Who says he needs to uncover the truth? We need Trucy! Get Trucy here!
Yes, we need Trixie. I mean, Trucy. No. I need that. Where is she? There. We need a damn seance. And I don't mean to call the ghosts. I just want the memory. So Rose, put the Ouija board down.
Memories.
Put the Ouija board away.
That is...
No necromancy either.
Me? Hearing crying, legal proceedings include the viewing of the victim's final moments. That requires your benevolence's help. Such information is just as vital as any other piece of conclusive evidence. If you're right about this, Rafa's powers should enable her to see the very moment Nina stabbed Inga. It will be hard to watch your father's murder, but it's the only way to uncover the truth. Your benevolence, we need you and your power. You need me?
Objection!
Wretched simpleton. Did you not see what ensued the previous attempt? You would only succeed in wasting more time. Or is it your goal to make her collapse again?
Objection!
The princess said she was prepared earlier. Besides, it's her duty as royal priestess. I'd say it's up to her now. Am I prepared? Prepared to fulfill my duty? Isn't a divination seance required at all trials anyway? If so, I imagine there'd be a problem with handing down a verdict without one.
Indeed, would be problematic. Sorry, the conversation of the draft was brought up.
The draft?
Yeah. The draft.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, it's still you.
And you say I get distracted.
Well, your boy wants to start streaming while I'm streaming. So now Rose is distracted on
Under
his stream.
Coroner's laws, a seance must be conducted before a verdict can be rendered.
Such insolence!
Yikes!
That makes sense.
Must you try my patience so? If I must dispense with that
I'll be right
vexing
back.
law, then dispense it with I shall. No, huh? As ruling sovereign of crying, I proclaim the following. What the fuck? She ripped that with a nail? Holy Christ! Henceforth, the divination sound shall be optional. What? Just the power to do that? She just rewrote the law with a flourish of her hand. This is what when America is just ran by Democrats only. Oh, mother, I do not wish for the trial to end like this. It is for the defense, as the defense said. I must not neglect my duty simply because I am afraid. She's getting fed up with her mother, man. I shall go through with this. I shall go through with it this time. I will conduct the seance once more.
Insolence!
Rayford, do not be fooled by his loyally Gil. You are not prepared to witness your father's death. Wow. Talk about... Wow. Optional. Alright, okay, I'll still do it then. No. But... Hornhead needs my help. Rafer, did you not tell me earlier? Did you not tell me you were prepared? But despite your grandiose posturing, you collapsed in most impetuous fashion. Even worse, you have erred in your insights of late. Whereas not the barbed one that overturned them more than once. Oh. You cannot be trusted to keep your word, nor can you reveal the truth through your insights. So I say to you, be gone. This sacred horde justice has no need for such a worthless royal princess. Bruh, Jesus Christ, you worthless? Wow, how can she say that to her own daughter? What a bitch of Jesus. So, Mother, you think me worthless?
Objection!
Her benevolence says she can do it, doesn't she? I don't see why you have to condemn her before she's even made the attempt. Very well, Horn Devil. If you are so bent on having a seance, I shall give my consent. Really? However, should Rafer fail once more, you two and the accused shall be executed on the spot. Come again. This has proven to be far more entertaining than I had anticipated. Well, lawyer, what say you? Oh my God.
Put it on the line. On the line.
Will you wager your life and call on Rafer to perform a divination seance? Well, we got no choice. I don't think you're worthless. I don't think you're worthless, your benevolence. Far from it, in fact. If you say you can do it, then I'll believe in you. A hornhead? I do not understand. If I fail, you'll be put to death. I know you collapsed during your previous attempt.
Yeah, we had a flashback because we forgot like 2 seconds ago.
Yeah, my memory's shit. This weather's terrible. And we all just stood here
I
like
blame nominee.
mannequins. What?
We forgot. I blame nominee.
Hey, Rose. I forgot to thank Nominate.
God damn it! You're not supposed to forget. You're not.
But I couldn't bring myself to say it. Not until Donald Trump's president. Don't worry, we'll make that happen. I can't even imagine how terrible it must have been for you. But despite that, you are willing to try again, and have faith in that conviction, in that courage. My courage? So she was doomed to fail if she didn't have the courage to perform the seance. But it looks like she's got the determination to try again. Right, that's a bet I'm willing to take. But, as my mother said, I've erred in my insights as of late. Not only have I failed to reveal the truth, I've also contributed to false accusations. Knowing that, can you still say that you believe in me?
Objection!
I won't take stock in those words, your benevolence. Despite what your mother says, I don't think you've made any errors at all. Huh? In the trials I've been part of here in the Korean, I would have never proven my client's innocence without your seances. Because even though they didn't always reflect the absolute truth, the insights they provided served as vital leads to finding the truth.
Oh, thank God he figured it out.
Vital leads? My seances? So please, your benevolence, try to perform the divination seance one more time.
One more time.
I
Objection!
Rafer, stop this madness. It is for your own good. You are ill-prepared to face your father's death. Go. Leave the sacred hall at once. No. What did you say? I said no, Mother. I am the royal princess of crying. I have no need for you now. Even if you do not need me, Mother. Hornhead and his Hall of Justice do. He proved to me by risking his own life. It is because of him that I now understand. The divination sounds is my sacred duty. I must fulfill it, no matter no matter the risk. Your benevolence. Mother told me that the divination seance was a mirror reflecting naught but the truth. But I began to have my doubts after Barbed had disproved the insights it offered. And now, I don't even know who or what to trust anymore. Father, Mother, even Nana. I had believed in them all above others. But I finally know now. I know what I can trust. The royal priestess must debate each seance with the presiding lawyer and prosecutor. So that it can be interpreted properly. That's how I believe trials here in Karayan should function. Therefore, the Hall of Justice needs me. It is my power that leads trials towards the truth. That is my sacred duty, and I will never shriek from it again. Shirk, whatever it said. That right there, your benevolence? It's a product of what you've learned in your struggles so far. The truth that you realize with your own strength. As my sacred duty, I must ensure that it is fulfilled. I must have the courage and resolve to see it through. Your Eminence, the Royal Priestess says she will conduct the divination seance. I see no grounds for you to forbid it. Unless, of course, you are worried that it might reveal something you find inconvenient. Mother? I'm done letting you have your way. I'm done letting you have your way. Rafer? You would actually rebel against me? Your mother and queen? Though I am scared to see my father's death. I must face my fear. That is what Hornhead has taught me here today. Rafer. Well, she's out of her shell.
I am the royal priestess Rafa Padma Kurain. And I am prepared to face my father's death.
Your Eminence? It seems the princess has more grown up than you thought. Rafer? It's your turn, Bones.
Well then, let us proceed with the divination seance.
Victims' fallen moments. This should be interesting. Wonder what Inga's memories are going to show us. Oh no, we're not going to do this again, are we?
Oh, holy, let the so that we may.
No, we got it. We gotta
No,
go
Bones,
through the
we
entire
already
thing.
did it. No, we did it
No,
before.
we forgot
No,
it.
Rose,
Remember, our
no,
memory
fuck,
is shit.
fuck that
Our
shit.
memory is shit.
No,
remember?
No, bugger it now, Rose. We're going to watch a goddamn
They
man
worked
die.
super hard with that
No,
animation.
look, Bubbles, look. We're going to Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep.
Darkness. Grapes.
Sour. What is he drinking? Cherry aid?
What?
The
Oh,
fuck?
he was already in there. Steppin'. Dip. Man's voice.
That's probably Jerk, maybe?
Yeah, because how big it is. And pain.
the fuck?
Why didn't you say jerk's face?
Huh? Wait, what was his face not there?
Mm-hmm.
What in the...
A faceless being?
Oh, I guess the Holy Mother had enough of his shit, so he fucking... You worthless Italian New York citizen, dead. Stabbed. What the heck? His face... It's just like... that picture of the founder. I think that's the last thing anyone expected to see. Oh, Father, what was it? What was it you saw?
Are we to understand that this was the last thing the victim saw?
Yes, can be no mistake. There can be no mistake. That was my father. That was what my father saw. Oh my God, that is what my father himself witnessed. Ugh.
Not very strange. You don't suppose? Only one possessed the accused and slew Minister Ingo for planning a coup. There is a wrath of the Holy Mother. Oh, Holy Mother, we're grateful for your blessing.
Talk about a sharp left turn into the Twilight Zone. You
I
know,
mean, if that's...
go on.
I mean, shit, I would have run with it, but like, yeah, you see, therefore, it was divine justice, and therefore it's not murder. He's not guilty. If the Holy Mother did it.
The Holy Mother knows all. You know, there's one thing in there that caught my attention. That laugh. Who does it belong to and why are they laughing? Who knows? I suppose it could be Jerk after he slew my husband. Uh-huh. But that figure didn't even have a mouth. Oh, I think we're done here, lawyer. How so? You claim that Minister Inga was stabbed in his private quarters and feeling no pain, went to the tomb, and where he eventually fell dead. But this seance vision proves he was stabbed in the tomb and felt great pain, no less. Oh, that. Therefore, as I asserted all along, it was the accused who stabbed the minister in the tomb. Ah! Oh, everything's just backfired. Big time. Wow. Gran has the devil's own luck, doesn't she? Now then, I shall give voice to the soul of the deceased. Listen well and heed these words. At around 3 p.m., my father was waiting in the tomb to make the hostage exchange. He was drinking grape juice while must have been sour then, Jesus. Drinking grape juice while gazing upon the picture of the Holy Mother. He had been waiting vigilantly, whilst then suddenly he heard Jerk's voice. The next moment, he was stabbed in the back and collapsed. My father tried to shoot his attacker, but he missed, and the attacker let out a laugh. So, what now, Mr. Wright? It's up to us to knock holes in Rafer's interpretations of Inga's memories. In other words, we need to prove that her understanding of them could be mistaken. Okay, I'll give it a try. Hmm. That looks fucking creepy. Just no phase at all. He had been waiting vigilantly when he heard jokes. If that's the case, why is it just man's voice?
Objection!
He should know his voice, wouldn't it? Your benevolence, there seems to be an inconsistency in your interpretation. An inconsistency? Where? Minister Inga is far too relaxed for what was supposedly about to take place. When he heard the voice you claimed is Jerks, he didn't seem at least a bit alarmed. He just kept looking at the picture of the founder. Yeah, and that as well. Ah! That's strange, right? He was waiting for Jerk to arrive with the founder's orb. But when he heard that voice, he didn't even turn to look. Don't you think he would have been worried about being attacked from behind? Ah! Then whose voice was it? It was likely someone whose presence wouldn't have alarmed him. Someone like a friend.
Objection!
But there was no third party at the scene of the crime. Therefore, the voice can only have belonged to Jerk. And the voice of the third party wasn't there in the tomb. Apollo, don't we have something that could reveal the owner of the mystery voice? You know, I think we do. Something that Inga had while he was waiting for Jerk. Wait, but we just might be able to figure out whose voice it was. I believe we can identify the male voice of Mr. Inga heard from with this. Oh. The cell phone? Yeah, because he's got a cell phone. Yeah. That's my father's. I know this must be hard for you, but could you please take a look at this photograph? There's something
Every
here
time
that
Nick makes me laugh.
Look at this graph. There's something
Look
here
at
that
this
can point
back.
us towards the identity of the voice. This is the real source of the man's voice. Phone. Hello, Blackjack. Hey, a cell
Hello, Jack
phone.
Black.
Right, I believe that voice is the minister heard. Was of a call on this cell phone.
I see. Well, that certainly makes sense. What's your eminence view on the matter?
I can see the possibility. Then it seems I must refine my vision.
Mm.
It appears that the voice belonged to one of my father's subordinates. Why do you suppose he was talking to one of them then? My father had members of the secret police positioned throughout the palace. They were supposed to contact him as soon as they saw Jerk and the rest of you. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Your benevolence, I believe you have an insight to revise. I know, Barbered Head. Don't presume to tell me how to do my duty. Yeah, Phoenix, you spiky haired bastard. You bigot. You everything. Every label and future label. So the voice was coming from the phone. That's good to know. But there might have been other sounds coming from the phone. Sounds that could be clues. Let's take another look at Rafer's insights and really focus on the various sensations. Hello. Okay, I think I'm getting the hang of this now. Don't know why I said hello. Okay, so let's take a look. My father took his call from a subordinate at the palace.
Max, did you really just shot fire at that boss?
Oh! Well, we got lines raw now.
Objection!
Oh?
I hate to break it to you, Your Benevolence, but you misinterpreted something again. What do you mean? Again? Move, Apollo. I think you just hurt her feelings. She may put on a brave face, but she feels more than she lets on. Let me rephrase that, Your Benevolence. Your interpretation of your father's phone call to your subordinate at the palace is inconsistent with his fine memory. I'm doing good. How about you? What do you mean by that? A lion's roar could be heard over the phone. Don't you find that strange? You claim that the call was someone at the palace. But let me ask you, do you keep lions there? No, the only animals at the palace are little birdies and my pet frog. Wait, that giant one in the front of the minister's house is a pet? Froggy! Besides, that one, there aren't any lions in Crying. We don't even have any zoos. A rather sad state of affairs, I'm afraid. Well, I remember hearing a sound like that. The lion's roar coming from the phone is actually from something hanging out in the bazaar. It's that damn bird. It's that damn bird.
Damn bird.
Isn't that the cry of the warbard over in the bazaar? Ah! Your Benevolence, do you think you can clarify the voice for me? Very well. I will now attempt to further refine my vision. That's good then. Glad you're doing okay. What's this? Just as I suspected. It was the call of a warbard. That means the subordinate Mr. Inga was talking to was in the bazaar, not the palace.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what is... What?
Someone who was in the bazaar, huh?
What's... Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, it could be that. But why is it important where the call came from? What significance could it have? She's right. Is it important to know where the call was made from? Oh yeah, it's very important. It's actually very important. Knowing that the person on the other end was at the bazaar means that the loud explosion might have not been the sound of a gunshot. But I can think of no other item that makes such a noise in that area. Go ahead, Apollo. Tell her. Tell Ray for the real source of that sound. Will do. Well, Hornhead, I'm waiting. What was the true source of that explosive sound? Crackers, where are they? Where are those damn crackers? Oh, there. Just his alibi. It's just Albie's statement. What is that? It's Albie Guide's statement. In it, he claims that Dat's eyeball threw a firecracker at him while he was at the bazaar. Then, yes, the sound heard over the phone was a firecracker exploding. Ah!
So, it was an earshot of the firecracker, huh?
And yet, a bullet...
And while I was calling a subordinate of the bazaar, huh? And the only person who was attacked by a firecracker at the bazaar. Just so happened to be some kid, huh? And I wonder what that kid was doing at the bazaar. Probably guiding something.
Rose, stop blaming this flipping kid.
Guiding something over the phone.
Guiding you to your damn eviction notice if you keep starting this shit. And yet, a bullet was found at the scene of the crime. A bullet fired from Minister Inger's gun. How do you explain that? Well, you don't know whether it was fired during the course of the crime, right? Or do you have evidence that proves that the pistol was discharged? No, I have none. Wait a second. If that loud bang was a firecracker, then could that laugh at the end have been... Oh, it can't be. Oh, it can, and it is. The laugh came from none other than...
That's
The
yeah.
Joker got kicked out of Starling Albie and his... No! And the
I
Joker...
knew it!
No,
It was
Rose,
him! Look at him! He's
No,
guilty!
Rose, no!
Guilty
It's
hosing!
him! That happy-go-lucky dad's our ball. What? Someone should really put a leash on that guy.
I shudder to think how one man can be the cause of so much trouble. Hey there, AJPW! Y'all can thank me later! No one asked for your commentary, Mr. Humble! Governor Evans, do you need to revise your insight?
It would appear so. Good grief. Well, this changes everything. Let's go over the details of Rafer's insights again. Okay. I think I got this down now. I want to find another inconsistency. Okay. Alright. Dogs bark. Pain. But... Explosion.
Objection!
Because 1. How is it 3 p.m.? Your benevolence, there's a glaring problem with this insight. There is. You stated that the murder happened at 3 p.m., which is right around the time my client arrived on the scene. However, now that we know where that sound, what the sound of the loud bang is, source, your insight conflicts with a certain piece of evidence.
I suppose I'll ask the obvious here. What evidence conflicts with the claim that the murder occurs at 3 p.m.?
Take that!
I'll be your guide statement again?
Yes, because to summarize what he said, at around 2 p.m., Shadow was surprised by a firecracker and ran into the palace courtyard.
Around 2 p.m.?
That's right, 2 p.m. 3 p.m. Nah! Are you suggesting? I think you know where I'm going with this. That laugh, the cry of the warbard, and the bang of a firecracker were all heard right before Minister Inger's death. Thanks to Albie's statement, we can put a definitive timestamp on all of these sounds. Therefore, what this vision shows is that it's extremely likely that the deceased's final moments were at 2, rather than Rose, as we heard originally thought. Dare I ask? It means the murder took place a full hour before Jerk entered the tomb. Pull out of the car! How could this be? Are you saying that I, the very personification of the law, has been mistaken? Oh.
Oh god.
big
Knew
long
those
nails.
nails were fake.
I knew that, yeah, it's like a fucking, I didn't know she was black.
Oh, that was her nails? I thought she just, like, fucking shed feathers or something.
Now you see why justice will always prevail.
But, I fucking forgot the wet ones I was gonna grab.
Made his way to the Coliseum.
Actually, no, I'm lazy.
Peace, I say! Know that defense!
I bought
Oh.
some.
He's going to the Coliseum,
saved.
is he?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's fucked. I would say he
He's
should.
gotta get ready for the game!
I mean, he should go to the. I think he should have gone to Deep Jungle, honestly.
So he can get more lost?
Nah.
I must remind you that the figure of the accused was certainly shown in the vision. How do you explain that? I don't know, there's a bunch of magic bullshit that happens.
I wouldn't say it was clearly shown. After all, the figure didn't actually have a face.
Ah, you're absolutely right! Without the face, we can't be certain of who it was.
Furthermore, I need to remind you that if the vision is from 2 PM, Jerk was still with me and Mr. Wright. Which means this faceless figure couldn't possibly be him. Bone, 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 Mr. Bone, bone,
Jesus Christ, if I stop pressing the wrong buttons, that'd be appreciated.
So then, what do we make of this 1 hour difference?
Well, stop pressing the wrong buttons, you little flea ball.
Yeah, I press the right ones this time.
Wait, it's 2 o'clock? That's when my mother was performing a rite of the channeling.
Mm-hmm. The palace guards had been reassigned to guard the challenging chambers for the rite. Don't tell me.
The royal residence, it would have been virtually unguarded. Which means the real killer could have easily slipped unseen into Amara's tomb. No, Rose, no!
Defense! Are you saying that this is someone disguised as the accused? It has to be.
No. Keep shitting that shit. I'm sending Andy on you. You know what happened to your crayons?
I'm always shitting.
Rose, remember what happened to your colored pencils?
They're all broken.
Too bad I'm shitting.
That's exactly what I believe, Your Majesty.
Preposterous. The skies cannot be deceived of the memories of the dead. That the face did not appear this time as mere happenstance. Had it appeared, such subterfuge would have been as clear as day.
He's got a point there. Anyone knows about the divination seance would have tried to hide their face. Nevertheless, our killer openly appeared before Inga. The question is why? Apollo? Maybe the killer could afford to be so bold. Because they knew their face wouldn't show up in the seance vision. What? It's possible that the killer dared to dress in Jerk's clothing and stand square in front of Inga. Precisely because they knew they could get away with it. But how could anyone be so sure of something like that? A long time ago, I heard of cognitive disorder that impairs a person's ability to distinguish between different faces. What if Inga had that? Then, are you saying that this is literally how Inga saw the world? Yes, we couldn't normally see through the eyes of others, but in this case, we can. And if he had that disorder, I imagine this is how faces appeared to him in life. Fuck that.
That would suck.
That would scare the living shit out of me, just seeing people with no faces. Slender Man for days on end. Hey, imagine you see Slender Man, you see a face then, wouldn't you? It's reversed.
I like how you thought Slenderman first, and I thought Violet's Jack. At least we're in the same ballpark.
You're a bull. Okay, let's see that the killer knew that Inga had such a disorder. They could definitely use it to pin the crime on Jerk. But if you're wondering about how to prove that Inga had it, you already have what you need. Really?
I like how, like, so polite this...
Well, defense, do you have anything to show to this court?
Spit it out, Timber!
I like how so nice and patient this courtroom is.
Yes, I believe so. But frankly, I have no idea what Mr. Wright means, but I've looked the evidence over again.
But it displays the face of Mr. Inga's killer to be is absent in the seance vision.
And that would be... Yeah. This.
A notepad?
Yes, it was found in Minister Inga's room. And it holds the answers we're looking for. As you can see, it's filled with detailed notes on various individuals. What kind of clothes they wear, hairstyles, and other discerning physical characteristics. Oh god, I can't stand these words.
And this is connected to the faceless nature of the killer, how?
Characteristics. The vision we saw was exactly what Minister Inga saw with his own eyes. It is he who saw his killer as a person without a face. In fact, this is how we normally saw everyone around him.
What's this?
I believe Minister Inga had a disorder that prevented him from recognizing faces. To explain the faceless being, and why he needed a notepad full of people's physical oh my god! Now that I think about it, my father was always terrible at remembering people. By simply changing my hairstyle, he would fail to recognize me, even me. Your Eminence, we know that your husband had such a disorder, didn't you? You never wished for it to become public knowledge. But I suppose there's no use in keeping it quiet about it now. It is as you say. My late husband had a special disorder that hindered his ability to recognize faces.
Or to even see faces, apparently.
The medical term for it is prosopagnosia. Is it what?
I don't know. Right now, my brain is reading it as pro spaghetti. So, so I don't think that's very helpful.
Prosopagnosia.
Yep. So
I hate these medical
Anyways,
terms.
whatever the fuck that is.
So Mr.
diagnosis propaganda.
Propaganda. The medical term is Joe Biden face. The memories of these afflicted with such disorders in life do appear strange at times. There is a persistent for this. The killer likely knew about the disorder and used it to their advantage. Right, so there's someone who is both knowledgeable about the divination seance and aware of Inga's affliction. Your Eminence, who knew about your husband's condition? A small number of servants who tended to his needs? And me? Surely you're not about to insinuate that I committed this crime? Oh, no,
Yeah,
Your
you-
Eminence. Still,
You're clearly in on this shit.
could she have done it? Rana has an alibi, remember? Oh, right. She was conducting the rite of the channeling at 2 p.m. In that case, Your Eminence, does Nina know about Mr. Inger's disorder? Of course she does. She is our head servant. So, as head servant, she knew about Minister Inger's condition. And as the princess's personal attendant, she is familiar with the divination seance. If these two facts together don't make her a possible suspect, I don't know what would.
Objection!
You witless lawyer. How quick you are to forget the facts. Facts like... When Inger was last seen alive, you claim he was slain at 2, yet that is impossible. For Rafa saw him at 2:30. We did completely forget about that. Man, there must be some
It's like,
mistake.
oh yeah, that.
So you see, the murder could only happen at 3 p.m. The hour jerk entered the tomb. There is no other answer to this puzzle. Why don't we ever get to make up answers like Garan makes up laws? This is back to square one. Where did we go wrong? I don't think we're the problem. We just seem to be short on one piece of the puzzle. Our deductions as far as explain everything to the T. Everything except for Inger's inciting at 2:30. See, without that final puzzle piece, all of our deductions fall apart. Apollo, if Inger's insights is the only anomaly, we'll just have to find a way to make it fit into the bigger picture. Time to think outside the box then, right? Let's see. It would be possible to see Inger walking around after he'd been killed. But what if there was a way to make people think he was alive, even though he was dead? Like a way to make people witness the living dead? It's like it's some kind
Well,
of
let's just
TV
ignore
show.
channeling for a
Things
second,
like-
I guess.
Things like that don't happen in real life. Apollo, did you just... I did! I figured it out. I know how to make people witness the living dead. By watching The Walking Dead. Your Majesty, our deductions weren't wrong after all. Despite Minister Inger being murdered at 2 p.m., he was seen heading to the tomb at 2:30, and I'll tell you how.
I certainly hope you will. Because I have no idea what you're talking about.
The Minister Inger, her benevolent soul was, in fact, it was the deceased being channeled. It was the only way a man who was already dead could have seen by her benevolence.
Channeled, you say?
That's right, and there are only 2 people capable of spirit channeling here in Karayan. Her Eminence, Queen Garan, and Maya Fey. It's possible that one of them was channeling the Minister. It would seem that you are ever bent on making me party to this crime.
Because clearly you're covering up for it.
Prosecutor,
You're
what was I
also
doing
not
at
holiness?
2:30 p.m., the time at which my husband was seen? Only...
Eminence, I believe you had completed the channeling rite and you were having tea with the king of the neighboring realm. There would have been many attendants there too.
Naito has to keep up with her schedule too. What doesn't she make him do? Then that leaves only Maya. Yeah, it does. Oh, I don't know. Maybe someone was forcing her to use her power toward nefarious ends. Real killer could have been threatening her. That cannot be. So then, Inga's scream, that was probably from when he woke up from being called back to this world. After all, that's when the flow of time would have picked up back up for him after he died. So Minister Inga probably leapt to his feet, thinking he had just had a nightmare. Then realizing it was almost time for a hostage exchange, he raced off to Amar's tomb, not even realizing he was already dead.
Ben! Our benevolence ring did see a dead man running!
Ah! Oh my god, you saw a
That
dead
poor
man.
lady.
Young lady.
Using the secret power of spirit
Still
charms
a
to commit
lady.
crime? How can this be?
The defense calls Miss Maya Fey to the stand.
Well, Your Eminence? Were you allowing to witness?
It matters not. Either way, this lawyer shall soon know the truth. He will know just how much of an imbecile he is in the face of infallible arguments. Insult me all you want, witch, but you just eating those words right when I expose the truth. I'm making me those words.
Well, very well then. Let's adjourn until the next witness is ready.
Damn.
Isn't she supposed to be in the hospital?
Yeah.
Supposed to be?
Right.
Underline?
I guess we'll be carrying on this tomorrow. Because Bones is distracted, Timber's being squishy, and
Excuse me? Didn't know you had a problem with that now.
Today's
I'll
been an
make sure
off day
it's
for me.
stopped.
what, Rose?
It's been an off day for me.
What do you mean by that?
I'm all over the place.
Oh, okay. Sometimes when people say that, it means a whole different meaning. Anyway,
I'm always depressed.
see you tomorrow as we hopefully finish this trial.
Yeah.
Part 2 is short, and then part 3 is short. I don't know why they just split it in parts. But all right. Anyway, see you all for tomorrow. Bye bye for now.
Bye bye!